This is Michel Lafayette Sarbet, and this is a new episode of Wojennik TV. Today I would like to show you a new game published by a newly created Polish company, Lucky Duck Games. This is one of the two first games published by this company in Poland, and this is a very important game, a game which is already a hit and which will be a hit also in Poland. This game is Watergate, published initially in 2019 by Frosted Games. This is a game by Matthias Kramer for two players, aged 12 or higher, and the time of play will be from 30 to 60 minutes. Watergate is, as its name might suggest, a game covering the biggest political scandal in the US history. This will be a game in which one of the players will try to play the side of Richard Nixon and his administration in order to try to suppress the affair, in order to try to make it secret and avoiding to make some information concerning this affair public. On the other side, we'll find the second player, which will take control of a newspaper owner, of a reporter, who will try to bring all those information to the light of day and in this way to make Nixon resign. Nixon was the only American president who resigned from his office, and this was due to Watergate affair. So this was a very important moment in American history, and this game enables us to recreate these epic moments. So today, an unboxing of this game. Let's check what is inside the box of this title. Here is the box of the Polish edition of Watergate by Matthias Kramer. As you can see, the box cover very intriguing, very interesting, with Nixon somewhere on the foreground, with the Watergate Hotel somewhere on the foreground, and with also a broken glass. A very interesting, very intriguing box cover indeed. We have the logo of Frosted Games and of the Polish edition of the Polish company Lucky Duck Games. On the back side of the box we have a description telling us what the game is all about. We have also information that the minimum age of the player will be somewhere around 12 years old. The time of play will be from 30 to 60 minutes. It's a game for two players. Once again, the logos of the companies, both of Frosted Games and Lucky Duck Games, two mediatic patrons, Planszowe Newsy, and our very own logo of Wojennik TV. We are very, very proud that this game is published in a Polish version. Let's take a look at the components. Firstly, we have two counter sheets with some counters. They are quite thick, and as you can see, they represent information which will be used during the game. They are double-sided with also some persons. For instance, we have Hugh Sloan, we have Martha Mitchell, so different persons who were part of the Watergate affair. Then we have the rule book, which is quite long if we take into consideration the size of this box. But this rule book is divided into two distinctive parts. The first one are the rules, and this is the part where we can read about the objective of the game, about how to set up a game, how the different phases look, then what are the possible actions, etc. We have also a description about the characters which are inside the game, so we have a historical background about all the informants, about all the persons who were part of the conspiracy, and about the overcards which are found up here. Then we have also a very detailed description about the Watergate affair itself. So I find it extremely good, and it's something which always deserves a thumb up when such information are included inside the game, especially inside a historical game. So this long description enables everyone who do not know exactly what the Watergate affair was to read about it and to better understand what the objective of the game and of why the components, why the elements are such, what is the purpose inside the game. This will definitely increase the immersion towards playing this game. Then we have the playing board, which is, I'd say, not the prettiest one, but it's a clever one because it represents somewhat tableau on which we will be putting information together in order to create a set of connections between information, in order to well, depending on the point of view, make this affair well known, so put it into the light of day, or maybe try to stop those information to be leaked. We have also a track where we will be placing additional counters, and that's it when it comes to the board, as you can see with some pictures, again with some connections between those spots. We have one black bag. Then we have some discs. Those are wooden discs, red, and one white one, which will also be used to track some info during the game. And finally, we have one deck of cards. We have different types of cards in this game. We have, as you can see, cards with a back with only the information that this is Watergate. Those will be the initiative card and also a player aid card, as I suppose, which tells us what happens at the end of each round. Then we have some confidential cards and some standard cards. Let's take a look at all of them. Here are they. Here we have some events. As you can see on each card, we have both a description, we have also a quote, so we can further enhance our playing experience reading those quotes. We have also the information, what kind of person is represented, and a picture. Each card, as you can see, has its own picture of a character which took part in the Watergate affair. So again, this aspect is extremely well represented in this game. There are not only one but more factors which enable us to really feel the climate of this affair. And that's it when it comes to the components which are inside of the box of Watergate. Now, I'd like to invite you to my first impressions, so let's pass to a short conclusion. As I said at the beginning of this video, Watergate is only one of the first two games published by Lucky Duck Games. And as always, when we look at games published by new companies, we have some doubts. Doubts if the standard, if the quality of the elements will be adequate to what we might expect. And I must say that when I first heard that Lucky Duck Games wanted to publish this game, I absolutely had no doubts that this will be a high quality game. Because I know that Lucky Duck Games is a group of veterans, it is a group of people who know what they are doing. And looking today at the elements inside the box of Watergate, I am certain that this will be the standard of their future designs. What I really like in Watergate, in terms of the quality of what I have seen, is that we have a lot of elements which will increase chrome and which are connected to the theme. We have pictures on the cards, photographs on the cards, we have some quotes on the cards. Finally, we have a very detailed, long description of the Watergate affair inside the rulebook. So this is also a way to enable people to learn more about this interesting moment of American history. The educational aspect of this game will be quite high, especially for people who have heard about Watergate affair, but who do not know exactly why this was such an important event in American politics and history in general. So this is something which really deserves a big thumb up, because some games are published only to bring people some assets or some components thanks to which they can play a game, they can spend time, and they can compete or they can relax. But others try to bring something more, try to educate, try to give you some more depth, and Watergate will surely be a game of this second category. I'll show you this game again during a future review. Up until then, I will try this game, I will play it, and I am certain that I will be liking it. This was the unboxing of Watergate, published initially by Frosted Games and published recently in Poland by Lucky Duck Games. I invite you to take a look at our other reviews and our unboxings in English. Take also a look at our Facebook and Instagram accounts. If you want to support Wojennik TV, you can also become our patron. Take a look at our Patronite account, you'll find the link in the description of this movie. Have a terrific day, and see you next time.